my like 10,000 plus hours at least of being in this game, of playing this game, doing things in it. 99% of it has been free to play. Only just recently I've done anything to actually get in the game. Now, I have had a couple of premiums that I've had in the game before, but I didn't spend money to get those. I used, I filled out surveys that gave me golden eagles for free. And stuff like that. The economy was much slower and different back then. See, here's the thing, Eagle. I'm always at war with the world. That's just a fact of life. It's always somebody trying to shit on me for some reason, and it's usually because they think I'm better than them. From my experience.
Attack the D point.
And I can see things more for what they are. I can see through surface level, and I can usually see through bullshit. I'm usually quick-witted. I always know when someone's. Whenever I know at least some ideas. My memory's not as good as it usually is. But whenever you say something when you're talking shit, and I can instantly think of 3 examples that prove you wrong, and prove that you're just trying to like say stupid ass shit. Like that's enough. That's enough in and of itself.
Follow me. Follow me. Weapons release.
Like I wasn't kidding whenever I said I'm tired of seeing the bullshit people try to do at the expense of this, because this is one of the best games.
Guide on me.
I believe this is one of the best games ever.
Guide on me.
Right.
And there's so many reasons for it. And then someone would be like, oh, you could just play IL-2 if you want to fly planes. And it's like, IL-2 is broken.
Guide on me.
Shit ain't modeled correctly. Developers, they appear very money hungry. Because for years upon years, they did hardly anything with the game. A lot of the original issues, fundamental issues with the flight models and stuff, are still in the game. Like the P-51's guns not being modeled correctly.
Follow me.
And there's just a whole laundry list of bullshit.
Yep.
Somebody cover me.
And then the controls, the user interface, the graphics options
Follow me.
have never really are not updated, and they're incredibly anti-user. Trying to change controls in IL-2 Sturmovik is like trying to fight a 2-year-old in their terrible twos. You don't get much done. And you might come up with a compromise, but it doesn't actually solve the problem. You still got a 2-year-old pitching a fit constantly, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not to mention all the other bullshit. It's not detailed enough, it's not modeled well enough. Trying to fly the 262 in IL-2 is nothing like it's supposed to be. You're lucky if you can get off the fucking runway without having to fight the plane. Actually, you always have to fight the plane just to get it to take off. Like, you have to pull up like a madman, which you normally shouldn't have to do. There's a reason why the 262 has a tricycle landing gear configuration. because they tried doing it as a tail dragger, and that didn't work. It wouldn't take off. The test pilot almost died. He had to slam on the brakes to get the tail up so that he could actually take off the plane without fighting it to his death. You know? Because it just took off instantly. The second he got that tail up, you know? Took off immediately, no problem. But in IL-2, it just refuses to take off. Every time I fly the 262 in the game, I put the fuel regulator, which is supposed to be on the fucking plane by default, and it don't even work fucking right in the game. The fuel regulator is what, you know how in War Thunder when you throttle up the 262 it takes a second for it to spool up? I mean not to spool up, but you know, react, which is normal for early jets. Well, that's what the fuel regulator does. Because if it didn't do that, the fuel would dump in the engine and it would kill it. It would explode or some shit. Well, you have to manually apply it in the options to get the fuel regulator in there. That's supposed to be on there by default. They built them in there with them. And then I remove the armor. Hell, sometimes I even try removing one of the guns and lowering the fuel. And oh yeah, and the fuel regulator don't even work properly. It's glitched. It's been glitched since they added the plane to the game. If you throttle down, it'll kill the engine because the fuel regulator valve is broken. It don't work properly. And sometimes when you throttle up, it'll do it too. Just randomly kills the engine. And then they changed it because you used to be able to start both engines at the same time. You know? But then they changed it to where you have to do them one at a time. Adding, and if you're lucky, getting a server that lets you use the fucking thing. And then if you find one, they force you to manual start it. And guess what? You cannot manual start both engines at the same time anymore because they changed it to where you have to do it one at a time. So you're down there for like 10 fucking minutes trying to fly the damn plane that you paid real life money for. Almost everything in the game you have to pay money to use. Real money. And all you pay for is an empty ass map. And you have to make the scenarios and shit yourself. Every multiplayer server you go onto on IL2 Sturmovik had to be made from scratch by the fucking community and server owners.
Are you in one of your ships?
Yeah, I'm making some modifications to the design. The throttle is not great.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like, literally, whenever a map comes out for the game, it's just a blank canvas of a map. You have to add in all the towns and all the shit yourself. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a template with like some town houses. But everything you have to make yourself. There's no predetermined anything in the game. You know?
Yeah.
That's why every server has custom maps and stuff, because there's no default maps in the game. At least none that's available in any official capacity. And it's all just a blank template, if there is anything.
What I don't get is why do people complain if they don't even know what the fuck they're doing?
About what?
Especially like game mechanics like that, you know?
You're breaking up, what?
I'm talking about the game mechanics of the game.
Which game, War Thunder?
IL2.
I don't understand what you're talking about. I didn't say anything about people complaining about IL2. If anything, IL2 deserves a lot more hate than it gets. The developers, for the longest time, sat on their asses with all these problems and barely did anything. Only just recently they've been starting to do some updating. At least from what I've seen. That's my personal observation. It may or may not be right, but that's what it feels like. Because I ain't seen nothing come out for it until recently. And that's like the past year. And then every time they go to add something to the game, it's always some scam. Like whenever the tank stuff was coming out, oh, it'll be a free update. Nope, paid DLC. And then they started piecing off all the shit. Like, what's that? You want to use an AA gun to try to return fire at those planes that keep bombing you? Well, guess what? You got to fork up more money. What's that? We originally said it was going to be part of the free update, and then we changed our minds and said it was going to be part of a free update for you buying the DLC. Well, tough shit. We're the developer.
What is that? Is that the new ship made?
Do you hear me though, Eagle?
Yeah.
So they
This
sold
is a Mechanicus cruiser.
they sold AA guns individually, and
I
then
just
other
bopping
vehicles.
hangers.
Excuse me.
So basically, to do anything in the game and have a fighting chance, you got to pay money. It's like DCS. There's this friend I used to have that played DCS religiously. It was $80 for a Mirage. For a Mirage in the game. Not a Mirage 2000, just a Mirage.
Need backup.
And they wanted it for their birthday, so I got it for them a while back. But it was like 80 fucking dollars for one plane. But yeah, IL2 Sherman is just a big crock of shit.
Yeah. I agree.
Everything's user unfriendly. Like it's neat to mess around with IL2 once in a while, but it's not worth your time to get any investment into it. Or to think you have any investment into it.
Just once.
You know? Like it's like fireworks. Once in a while you'll get a couple, shoot it off, ooh, and then you go about your day because it was nice, but it's not the best spectacular thing you've ever seen. You know? That's kind of what it's like. Except you have a 2-year-old kicking you in the face while you're trying to use the fucking fireworks. And all kinds of other stuff going on. You know?
Yep.
Out of all the simulator games that I've played, War Thunder has the best settings options. It has it's user compatible and friendly. You have a shit ton of options. If I want to change my dead zone and pitch response in Auto Cervic, it changes them for every axis. Every single axis at the same time. They just recently added an update. Like just recently as in like within the past half a year. The ability to have a control profile for different vehicles and different game modes and stuff. Just had that. Before you had to manually adjust all of your settings individually every time you wanted to do something different. You know? And it still barely fucking works. And it's
Like
still
they're not
hasn't-
even trying.
Huh?
It's like they're not even trying.
No, that's why it's like they're so money fucking hungry. They don't care what anyone has to say. They break everything off for money. And it's like they were silent for like 6 years, and then all of a sudden they start making updates and breaking shit off and all this, that, and the other. And it's like, come on. It's almost, I haven't looked into it, but it's almost like someone threatened to sue them or something for empty promises. Or something. It's what it's almost like. It's almost like they had another Chris Roberts situation. Yeah, you know what happened with that, don't you? You know the Star Citizen?
Yeah.
Star Citizen for like, I don't know, what was it, like 10 years, John? Has been like lollygagging. Like, there's been little to no progress being done.
Oh,
And then someone started getting lawyers involved for false advertising because they're like trillionaires. They made like billions and shit, millions and all that. With nothing. They haven't provided a playtest or anything at that point. And what they did have was negligible at best. Like, it was like, so some people got together with lawyers and was threatening to sue them or start showing progress. And lo and behold, all of a sudden, Star Citizen is available, you know, to start being played and stuff more commonly. It's like they started getting their ass in gear, you know, or trying to at least. Or that's what it seemed like. I try to be very careful about putting words in anyone's mouth or anything.
And it's still fucking slow. Look.
Oh yeah, it's still slow, but at least something is. At least people can like play something and updates are coming out. When before it was just dead in the water, nothing going on. It seemed like, you know.
I thought the ship design would be excellent choice, John, but I guess it's not.
it looks pretty neat, but yeah, no offense.
It's slow. I can't even catch up with you.
That's what it almost feels like. It's like I don't know if this is true or not, but like I suspect that somebody lit a fire under their ass about it, you know?
Weapons release. Dropping.
Ah, get baited. They had the Lim 5P, you know, the MiG, Chinese MiG. You hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he was chasing me, and I dove down. I dropped a 500 kilogram bomb and bowled out, and it blew up and killed him. It's technically, I'm in the Harrier, but it's technically a 1,000-pound bomb, but it's 500 kilogram equivalent.
I found something.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I have a shit ton of reasons in my mind about why War Thunder is one of the best games ever made, or being worked on. You know? It's especially rare that if you get a free-to-play game that legitimately tries to make peace with their player base. You know? And then you get these fucking assholes that are review bombing it and shit. Ungrateful little shitlords. I've got 1,000 hours. The economy's ruined. Nobody plays the game. Everything's unfun. It's like, go fuck off. You're just trying to recreate the fucking wargaming community raid that killed the game years ago. You fucking asshole.
That one.
Well, you see so much shit after a while, you get fucking sick of it, and you just want to fucking do something about it. That's why when people start talking shit, I tend to say something. I'm sick and tired of it. I've seen all kinds of things come into the game, get taken away, and get ruined because of bullshit like that. And I'm fucking tired of it. Little shitlords that want to make 500 accounts and shitpost all over the game. Like, I literally saw 5 review bombing reviews that had 0.1 hours, 0.1 hours, to say that they have thousands of hours in the game and all that same copy and paste bullshit that somebody's bandwagoning on about. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she moves.
Yeah. But the only thing is, the turrets don't move.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that's
like,
what I'm talking about. Whenever you have people that don't understand how the game works and want to seem like the majority and try to bandwagon more people for nefarious reasons and convince the devs that they're the majority and that's what the community wants. They create multiple accounts to make shit posts.
Excuse me.
That's the kind of shit I've been talking about all this time. You know?
mhm.
It's like I'm gonna go, like anyone can make an account and go on the forum, you know? I've seen it happen multiple times. I used to frequent the forums constantly. That's how I know about all the shit that's been going down for all these years. And, you know, various other things.
Right.
And they're just running it into the ground. And the people that are actually enjoying the game, they're not speaking up enough. The people that actually know better, you know? Because we got better things, we got better things to do, like enjoying the game or doing other things with our life, than to sit around and pretend to be 20 people just to try to get a game shit canned because of whatever reason I want to try to pretend I'm behind. Or whatever idea I want to base my identity off of this week, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. And that's why I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the game get ruined because of shitlords that base their whole identity of whatever whatever YouTuber they're watching told them, and they want to convince them, they go out of their way to convince themselves that they're not bad at the game. They can't possibly have anything to do with their own mistakes. It's obviously got to be some god from some other universe ruining it. It's got to be some conspiracy, you know. And that's what a lot of it boils down to. All this bullshit because of someone just wanting to keep appearances or some stupid ass prideful bullshit. You know?
Guide on me. Guide on me.
I'm pretty much in the position to where I feel like I'm trying to save the game. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not too far from the truth. And that's part of why I'm always against the world about one reason or another. Because I'm always right. Except when I'm right. But whenever I'm right about what I'm right about, which is why it's like that. You know? Because
Yeah.
if I wasn't right, then I wouldn't be for that.
Com 1, release weapon.
What do you think about this design?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Dropping.
I like it.
Very sleek design.
Yeah.
Seems more of an Imperial.
It looks like it, right? But it's not. It's not Imperial. Hey, this one's a lot faster. And it's more maneuverable too. I like it.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
What's a coaxial cannon? What does a coaxial cannon do?
Coaxial means it's in line with another gun.
Gotcha.
So, like on a tank, you have a main gun and then you have a coaxial machine gun. And wherever the main gun's pointing, the machine gun points at the same spot.
I see.
Wow.
Coaxial, aka coaxis.
Coax this ass.
Only if you wax it.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to worry. There's hardly any hair back there. I'm Native American. I barely have hair on my chest. Anyways, what you up to, Nordic? Nordic? Nordic?
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Nordic. You busy? Yes, so. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Anyways, Eagle, have you noticed that a lot of the jet cockpits have a G counter in them?
G counter.
Yeah, it shows you how much G's you're on, whether they're positive or negative and stuff. It's like a little indicator.
Cover me.
Did you hear me?
Hmm?
I said there's a G indicator in the cockpit and it shows you how much G's you're under, positive or negative. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep an eye on that sometimes whenever I'm doing certain maneuvers. Because if you go over 4 or 5 for too long, you start blacking out. Even with a max crew skill.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
I like to keep an eye on it, you know?
Yep.
Locked on. Lock on.
I swear to God. You see what some people's frustration is coming from. They don't look nothing up. They don't understand what they're doing wrong and what's happening. So they get frustrated. And they don't try to seek answers to their problem. You know? What I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a noob, I just started the game. I'm shooting this tank, why is nothing happening? I'm just shooting at it, it should be dead. This game sucks. You know?
Attention to the designated grid square.
You used to make a lot more money whenever you bounced a lot of, ricocheted a lot of shots as in a tank. Which usually is a result of good positioning and stuff like that.
I agree.
Which requires skill, and you're getting rewarded for that skill. Well, a lot of entitled people were like, that's not fair. Well, not a lot, but you know what I mean. The typical situation I was telling you about where they, you know, bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that's not fair. They're making more money than us. And so they changed it to where they nerfed it. Don't know if they buffed it back yet, back or not. But yeah. But yeah, someone asked me recently, they're like, didn't they ruin the economy recently? I said, no. So where are you getting this information from? Who said that? It's not even remotely true. That freaking Draken keeps getting me, Eagle.
Dragons are annoying.
Look, I think it's that same fucker from earlier. Remember when we were playing? His name is Zell Jumpers. Does that ring a bell? It does to me.
Not really. I kind of forget names.
Well, I did too, but I recognized the Z's because I was getting annoyed with his annoying persistence. At this point, him and I have just been having back and forth.
It's ass.
Move after me.
Follow me. Com 1, release weapon. weapons release.
Oh my god. I swear this fucker has it out for me. I literally I just got a revenge kill on him and he just came back. Like, like 10 seconds later. Fucking hell.
Dropping, dropping.
How's he doing this shit?
Somebody cover me.
And he keeps just coming after me. It's like, shit, dude. I originally just decided to go back after him because he just kept killing me when I was minding my own business.
On me.
He's killed me twice while I was just farming. Another drink.
On me.
It's another fucking Draken. Another fucking squad of Drakens again.
Follow me. Roger that.
Do we have any lightning cannons?
Did.
Follow me.
So this thing.
Mission
The
complete.
rocks I put
Job
in
well
this
done.
ship. It's very quick. I might as well put some rail guns, but there's two. What was that?
Me fucking launching torpedoes. A whole bunch of them in one go.
Damn, boy.
All my guns are on.
I want you to shoot me. I want to see how much damage I'll take with this ship, because most of the interior. Do it. Just do it. Shoot me. I want to see how much damage it'll take, because most of the exterior is iron, from what I've noticed. But it does have pretty good shields. I just want you to shoot me.
If that's what you want.
Do it!
Okay.
Keep going.
For torpedoes. Apparently I'm too close for them all to get you.
It took down a small percentage of my shields, so I think it's good. Yeah, it'll take a lot more to do. Okay, hold on. I want to add something else.
I'm still missing you and the rest of the torpedoes. God damn. Supposed to get up, auntie. If I continuously fire on you, your shields will just disappear there.
Keep going. Descend. My shields are good. It'll take a while for it to go down.
Not for me.
It'll take a while.
Your shields are they drop faster than you think.
All right. I want to see how much damage it'll do without the shields. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm taking just chunks from you, buddy.
I see. I'll add more armor to it. It'll sustain. It'll do well.
Not against a Zotan though, but
We will have to try. We will have to see. I'm gonna repair it. I need a shield generator.
think I technically paid for that damage myself, so. I forgot. Torpedoes won't lock on unless you're an enemy. Yeah, I got one torpedo pod on one on each side, on 5 in the front.
I need more, we have a combat military. Okay, I'll do that.
Follow me.
Wait, what does this do again? Oh, wait, no, that was the wrong one. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Remove this. It's being an equipment dock, goddammit.
On me.
Specialized armed turret.
Guide on me.
Yeah, I'll do this one. Yep. Grit, I'm gonna convert this freaking ship into trinium. Sorry, neonite.
Yeah, it's fine. Got a lot of neonate. I literally.
Oh man.
But
No, that screwed it up.
let's go back. You know.
Not gonna work. Don't let me. I'm gonna have to use the trimium. I don't know what I screwed up now. Damn it. Apply the design.
Thanks. Move after me. Move after me. Need cover. On me.
There's a lot of titanium generators inside. energy container.
Attack the A point.
I'm literally going inside of the ship and trying to fix.
Radar lock.
Or what was it? Gotcha.
Radar lock.
Guide on me.
I'm like going inside the ship and internally fixing like the blocks I want to fix.
Lock on.
Alright, let's test it. Hold on. I just need to add something very quickly. It was that, and...
Cover me.
add... Alright. Shoot. Shoot me, boy!
Radar lock.
If I knew where you're at.
Guide on me.
I'm at the dock. I have to put the turrets again. They all disappeared after I made modifications.
Yeah, when you do that, they do that.
I like the ship design though. I should apply it to all my battleships.
Move after me.
Oh, there you
Thank you very much.
Slow it down! So it took a chunk of my... Oh, what the Holy shit! Never mind! This thing makes a
That was just a barrage of torpedoes, just one barrage. That was meant to take the shields down in one fucking hit and take most of your health away.
Yeah, yeah.
In one hit. That's how I set this up.
On me.
A lot of kinetic and a lot of fusion and shit like that, so, yeah. Good luck about, getting away if you get whacked by that. And if you haven't noticed, some of the torpedoes are faster than the other torpedoes, so yeah, you ain't running.
Iron Edge. I need to change
I'm
this.
assuming it has something to do with the warhead size. You know,
No.
logically speaking.